Hey Haunted fam, how you going? Welcome to another episode. You can probably see this lovely little backdrop behind me. This is the mouth of the Greenough River in Geraldton, Western Australia. Now we normally associate like beach time with sun and sand and surfing and having fun with families, building sandcastles, and all those lovely moments that sort of come with being at the beach. Now this Greenough River, it goes a fair way up. It actually starts about 340 kilometres inland, passing through the Waterloo Ranges, and it winds down through the Woojulong Hills. I don't know if I pronounce that right, but through the hills, through Eridu, Bindu, around Paynes Fine, and then it sort of merges into the Wagen Lakes. Further down, it hits stagnant areas like the Ellendale Pool. It comes through the Walkway. It ends up going into Bootnell Springs. And this is all part of the coastal plains that make up the actual Greenough River itself. It moves a little bit further closer into a little area called Devlin Pool. And then it merges into what is actually now the Greenough River, and then the mouth, which is actually just behind me up here, actually opens up into the Indian Ocean, which is on the West Australian coast. So these rivers, they're full of flora and fauna and all sorts of types of things, especially in the Greenough River here. It's full of like freshwater brims, little snappers, yellowtail gunter, shrimps, there's mud crabs, a whole variety of birds and insects, and all these animals and stuff, they make up the coastal ecosystem for the Greenough River itself. And the Greenough River actually got its name, and it was named on the 8th of April in 1839 by an explorer called George Grey, and it was actually named after his sponsor, George Bellis Greenough, and Bellis was the president of the Royal Geographical Society of 1837. And that's how the Greenough River, which is right behind me, that's how the Greenough River actually got its name. Sort of probably wondering why I'm standing at a river and what could this possibly have to do with ghosts and spirits and the paranormal and all that sort of stuff. So for probably like the last 35 years here at the Greenough River mouth, and just further up as well, there has been sightings of shadow figures, spirits, not only just by the locals but also from people like travelling around Western Australia. There is a caravan park which is just up behind us over there, and that's the Greenough Caravan Park as well. So there has been like quite a lot of sightings, and this is probably due to a result of a lot of drownings and a murder as well, which started in 1884 and the last one was in 1999. So I'm just going to explain the drownings and stuff, because that's generally like that's the area that I'm sort of hinting and getting towards to with this video. So in 1884 there was a man named John McDonald, and he actually drowned at the river mouth. Shortly after that there was some skeletal remains in 1938 found of a deceased woman, I believe it was. She was unidentified. In 1942 there was actually a corporal by the name of David Anthony Hill, and he was swept out with one other person at the actual mouth. I believe they were swimming with 8 other people. Whole heap of them got washed out, and those two were actually found dead after the incident. So that's not very nice at all. 1944 there was a gunner. He was a World War II vet, I guess. His name was Gavin Harris. I believe from the research I've done, he was actually found with no head and no feet. I don't know how true that is, but anyway, that was that. On the 27th of May in 1976, there was two men who actually left the Club Hotel in Geraldton. The Club Hotel was owned and it was built by Hannah Hoskin. And they basically just use this hotel as like a gambling and a stayover sort of place. But both these men, Douglas Flockton and Ronald Wilden, actually came to the point here. They parked back over there at the actual car park. And their intentions, and they're intoxicated as well, but their intentions were to go catch crayfish by hand. And that was basically the last time anyone had even heard from them. They did search for a couple of weeks after. Divers went down into little crevices in the reefs and stuff. They had boats going around and things like that, but they couldn't actually find them. So they basically just disappeared without a trace, and that was the end of those two. And probably like the last one that I'm going to get to, in 1999 there was actually a young lady named Lolita Horsman who was murdered here while her boyfriend was actually out surfing at the time, and her body wasn't found until 2 days later. Because of Geraldton's strong winds, it actually unearthed her body. She was half naked, and later on the suspect, Robin McCartney, was actually convicted. And back over on the outside, they've actually constructed a gazebo that was in honour of her, and it just serves as a lookout and a memorial for Lolita herself. So, but basically what I'm going to do is we're going to just see if I can walk around later on tonight and see if we can actually see any of these shadow figures. Or alright guys, so stay tuned for later on when it gets dark. So I'm going to move up onto the other side, onto the beach where those sightings of the shadow people have been. I'm just going to try and either get some footage or make contact with a spirit of some sort that's here, and just see, you know, if we can debunk any of these sightings or whatever. So stay tuned for that, and we'll get onto that one. See you then. Hey guys, how you going? I've rocked up here. I'm in Greenough car park at the moment. I'm just sort of using ambient light from the toilets here in the car park. Might be a little, there's a bit of noise, like the waves down on the beaches and stuff like that. So I haven't really done any investigations like on the beach at all. So I'm not really sure what to expect. You might have to just bear with me on this one. Audio stuff might be sort of drowned out by the waves. I can already hear it, and you might already hear it through the background now. But look, I'm going to go up a little bit more. I'll go up to the lookout, Lau's lookout now, and we'll just have a look around there. I'll set up some motion cameras and probably some static cams once I actually get onto the beach to do the investigation. But I'll get set up and we'll go from there. I'm just making my way up to the actual lookout now. It's so dark up here, you can't see a single thing. But this, you can sort of see a little bit behind me. This is the actual lookout. I was here today just having a look around. But I might leave a camera set up here, and I'll just see if I can capture anything. You know, this might actually even be a spot to come and do, you know, most of the investigation. There's hard benches here. I really didn't want to go down the beach because it's so dark and the ground's unstable. So I think for the purpose of tonight, I think I'll just sort of park up on here and spirit box and REM pod and a few other things like that. Like the waves is really sort of throwing me off tonight. The wind is great, like there's no wind at all. But yeah, and you can probably hear the waves now. I just think that the noise is going to be a lot more on the beach, so I might just set up here. It's nice and close to the car, can get all the equipment up here, and we'll just ask a few questions and just see what I can get really, and do that. So let's do that. That end section's all been destroyed or some car hit or something. I don't really know, but that's that's what it looks like without any light. It's extremely dark up there. So yeah, I'm going to need some light and some confidence, I guess, as well, because it's a little bit different to what I normally do. I don't normally do any of this beach stuff. So as you can see, like, you know, 5 meters down the track it's just pitch black, so I'm just gonna have to roll with what I've got tonight. Let's get stuck into it. Alright, well, I've turned off my headlamp just to sort of give it a little bit more ambience and so you can see my K2 meter a little bit more. I've literally just turned it on and I'm already getting like good ratings at the moment. I've set up, there's 2 motion cameras I've got facing opposite directions, sort of. Actually you can see the top of it where that car light was shining on it, but that little bit there, it's just sitting on a tripod. Far out. And I haven't even asked any questions yet. It feels, I don't know, this place feels really funny, like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Some places, like death is, you know, it's has its own feel, but each place you go to has a different feel altogether, I think. Anyway, that's just my personal opinion. Here's real ominous. So maybe I'm in the right spot tonight. I don't know. Like, if I don't really get much here, you know, I could probably do a part 2 and we could sort of move onto another area. I could probably go over to the actual river mouth itself. But as I was saying earlier on, in that car park, that's where the 2 men that they were drunk and they came here, and I guess it was a low tide. There is reef just here, so this is probably where they disappeared, and this is also where Lolita was murdered as well. So to contact somebody here, I guess I've got like a fair chance. I will turn my static cam on shortly. It always takes a little bit of energy for them to appear, so the K2's getting quite good ratings at the moment. I don't know, I feel like somebody's watching me or something like that. Like, it's just a weird feeling. So we'll start with some questions shortly. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with me? My name's Jackson. I don't mean you any harm. I just want to communicate. I have some devices that you'll be able to communicate through, if that helps. Actually, I might just get the REM pod set up, guys. Let me just quickly turn this off and I'll flick it back on. But I should really actually have the REM pod just sitting out as well. That's probably a better idea. All right, we'll do that. All right, there we go. As you can see, that red light on the seat is the REM pod. So I guess I'll just start asking some questions. If there's anyone here that would like to communicate, can you touch the red light on the seat so I know that you're here? K2's still going off. Can you come and touch this red light on the seat? It won't hurt you, it's just a toy. It'll just let me know that you're here, that's all. Oh, I'm gonna have to replay it. I don't know. I thought I'd just seen a shadow just go past them. I know that the lights are playing tricks on my eyes. I don't want to have like spotlights on all the time either. Is there anybody else here with me? Oh, how's the K2's going off? Be nice if the REM pod did something, but I don't know if I'm seeing things or could swear I'm seeing shadow or something. Is there anybody else here? Can you come and touch this red light for me? Alright, so the K2 is still going off. I'll just get rid of that for a little bit. See this red light? If you touch it like that, it'll light up. Can you do what I just did? Can you come and touch the red light for me? So dark. I mean, you can see that the car park's all lit up, but I'm literally in darkness here. Only thing I can really see is my little red light from the REM pod. Should kind of really turn the static cam on too. I don't know what the time is. I have got a watch on. I think it's about 11:30 at night. So it's sort of coming on to midnight. Hopefully we'll get some activity. Hopefully not from the four-wheel drives. There's a lot of enthusiasts still at night time around Greenough. It's very busy. So hopefully I won't get interrupted. But anyway. I know I probably haven't picked it up, but I could swear I'm hearing like voices or something's going on. And I thought I seen somebody walking about there on the beach, walking just across here. And I think that, it's a bit hard to see, but there's a bit of reef that you might be able to make out just there. This is where the guys would have been picking the crayfish off when they disappeared. So yeah, I don't know. I just know that the weather's turned and it's not very nice. Oh yeah, there's my camera, my other camera. So you can see the four-wheel drives. That's what those beam lights are. They're going around through all the tracks at the back of Greenough. But might do some Spirit Talker, and I'll just see if that produces anything different. I might have to come back for another night. Might have to make a part 2 when the weather's a bit better. Maybe when there's no swell or something. Alright, so like I said earlier on in another video, don't worry about the timestamps, because when I replace these batteries on these things, they go back to a stupid date like what you can see, so that's not the correct time. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate? There's I'll sit next to the REM pod maybe. Is there anything you'd like to say through this device that I've got? It's awfully quiet. Can you come and give me a word, or let me know you're here? Go deeper. Deeper? What, into the sand hills? Is that it? Do you mean go deeper into the sandhills? Is that what you want? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. It seems awfully scary to go that way. The REM pod's not doing much. Is that what you want me to do? Is go deeper into the sandhill to talk? Oh, is that somebody calling me out or what? That's what it sounds like. I keep hearing this stuff. Oh, you can hear it, eh? I can hear that. This is actually starting to freak me out. I'm a good person. Yeah, I know you're a good person, Lau. That's why I'm here to talk. But if there's any bad spirits here, can you tell them to go away? Can you be my protector? I'm a good person and go deeper. I don't... Maybe on another night, Lau. I don't want to walk through there tonight. I'm sorry. Oh. Whoa, alright. Thank you if that was you. Oh, I got chills. Was that you? When I say, can you be my protector, is that you? I'm glad I had this camera going. Are you showing yourself? Is that what that is? Should I get rid of my phone and just... Healthy. Alright, well... That's cool that that's gone off. But I swear I can hear stuff. And it's freaking me out. Fond memories here. Oh, I suppose she would have had. Was this somewhere where you always came? Is that why this is here? It's a bit hard to see, isn't it? Well, it says fond memories here. Can you give me one word of something that you really loved? Can you do that? One word of something you really loved. It's pretty quiet, the spirit talker. No, alright, I'm gonna put the app on my phone away and we'll go back to just doing something else, I think, for tonight.